This is a Central ARWX Storm Center weather update.
Well, hello everybody. This is Derek with Central ARWX Storm Center. First off and foremost, same Derek. I've gotten a lot of questions about that. This is the same Derek over AWW and the original founder again. As you saw earlier today, my hope is that this platform will be a very welcome thing for our Central Arkansas folks to really give us more of a centralized thing when it comes to talking about weather for Central Arkansas, especially our folks in Faulkner, Perry, Garland, Saline, Hot Spring, Grant, Jefferson, Lone Oak, and White counties, and Faulkner County, of course, as well. That circular area around Central Arkansas again. So I hope this will be as much of an asset to you as I think it will be, as well as take a pressure off of our folks who are trying to cover the entire state as well. So again, this is in addition to AWW. It is not taking the place of it. Cameron is doing a great job over there. My hope is that I can be a bigger help to them as well by taking the pressure off with our Central Arkansas folks here as well. Again, like I said, when it comes to severe weather coverage and live streaming for that, we will all be on there together as always has been. But tonight, though, a very warm and humid night for us here in Central Arkansas. We're going to be dealing with those temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Cloudy skies, increasing clouds throughout much of the overnight hours again. 68 in Conway, 72 here in the metro, 72 in Benton and Pine Bluff, 71 down there in Hot Spring, of course 69 up in Searcy as well. Again, cloudy, humid overnight tonight. I have added that very small chance of a stray storm or two, especially as we head towards the morning hours. Would not be shocked to see a stray storm or two. Of course, the bigger story is going to be as we go throughout the week. Those rain chances go up each and every day throughout much of the upcoming week. Speaking of rainfall for us here in Central Arkansas, fully expect to see rainfall throughout the upcoming week. Heavy rain at times and quite frequent really over the next 7 days. But that being said, the bigger rainfall days will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, especially Wednesday through Friday time frame when we could see a little bit more widespread rainfall. Now, it's not going to rain every hour of every day, but we're going to have periods of heavy rainfall, periods of dry. The bigger story is going to be as much and very beneficial rainfall for us, really area-wide. A widespread area of 2 to 4 inches of rain is expected across all of Central Arkansas. Again, this will alter a little bit as we get closer. I'll keep you updated on that. But again, 2 to 4 inches of widespread rainfall, a little bit less as you go into northeast Arkansas, a little bit more as you head into southwest Arkansas. But overall, a very, very, very beneficial rainfall coming up over the next 7 days. Again, like I said, not going to fall all at once. It's going to fall over a 2 to 4 day, really over a 3 to 5 day period. I'll show you that here in just a minute on the 7-day outlook. So again, it's going to be a very, very beneficial rainfall for us here in Central Arkansas. Speaking of that excessive rainfall and flooding, only a marginal risk right now for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So again, even though there's that marginal risk for flooding, don't expect any widespread issues because we are still in that drought, still in that exceptional drought to severe drought across all of Central Arkansas. So not really expecting much in the change of that. It's going to take rounds and rounds and rounds of rain, up to 15 to 20 inches of rain over the next couple of months to really get us out of that hole. Going into summer, don't really see that happening, but like Cameron and I have both been talking about with El Nino, anything is possible. We're going to have to watch, see how that translates as we head into June, and then of course on into July and August as well. Now, as I mentioned, we do have a severe risk on Tuesday. Now, this is only level 2 risk right now. I do want to mention, since this outlook went out this morning, they did add Pine Bluff into that level 2 risk as well. I will have an updated outlook for y'all tomorrow as we get a little bit better idea on timing and whatnot. But again, main impacts are going to be large hail damage and wind, and then of course isolated areas of flooding. Can we see a tornado? Yes. The shear is not there. The energy is not there. We're going to have plenty of instability, plenty of moisture to support storms, no cap in place. But the biggest thing is this is going to be waves, a line of storms coming through. So damaging winds and large hail, and we will be displaced traced from the main energy up to the north, so I don't really expect to see much in the way of a tornado threat for us here in central Arkansas, but you always can expect that chance. But I do believe damaging winds will be the greatest threat with this, along with large hail. And again, this is if we do get severe weather to form. Storms are likely, severe storms are also likely, but not everybody will see a severe storm at any point in time. But like I said, hail and damaged winds are going to be your primary threat. And then, of course, isolated areas of flash flooding as well. Over the next 7 days, as you can see, it's pretty much going to be one of those weeks where we're dodging raindrops left and right. A very late or mid to late May forecast with the periods of rain and storms throughout the week, along with humid conditions throughout much of the week. As you can see, we're going to stay humid all week long with those lows in the 60s and 70s and those highs in the 70s and 80s. If we didn't have the rainfall, it would be in the 90s. So be glad we are at least getting the rainfall. Just wanted to let everyone know, as I mentioned, Tuesday is an impact day. And then, of course, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, keeping that as a weather aware day for those areas of flash flooding and potential of heavy rainfall as well. Could we see isolated severe risks as well Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday? Absolutely. But I do believe that the flooding risk would kind of supersede our severe risk. If we do get a severe threat, it will be at that level 1 or level 2 risk, with damaging winds, large hail, the primary threat. As we head into next weekend, we do get a little bit cooler, but we do keep those rain changes. They do start to dwindle as we get towards Sunday. And, of course, most of your Memorial Day weekend does look like we will be dealing with those isolated to widely scattered showers and storms, typical for the time of year. So it could be a lot worse. It could be hot and humid and no rainfall at all. So any rainfall is going to be really welcome, especially as we head into our driest part of the year. Now, that being said, this can and will change, and of course, I will keep you updated right here on your source for all things Central Arkansas weather.
From the Central ARWX Storm Center, this has been a weather